Hello everybody, my name is Connor and welcome back to Noble Asta TCG, where I post my games, learn from my misplays, and count on your feedback to grow. Today we're playing, of course, Green Purple Luffy versus Blue Yellow Nami, and this Blue Yellow Nami, I think you guys are gonna like this list, but before we get too deep into the game, it's time for me to shamelessly plug. You can pick up custom playmats from thousandnoble.com. That's a great way to support me. If you're looking for other ways to support me and you don't want a custom playmat, you could join the YouTube membership or even purchase anything from Dueling Guard using the link duelingguard.com/Clover Alright, record time for the shameless plug. My opponent plays down the Sengoku Searcher, searching for a 7 Warlords card, and gets that beautiful crocodile. You guys know I picked one of those up. But we are going to go ahead and start off with a Nami search, searching the top 5, and we see a Sanji and Pudding grabbing that, obviously. Honestly, one of the worst feelings in the Green Purple Luffy deck is grabbing or seeing 2 Sanji and Puddings in a search. But we are going to go ahead and play down another Nami. That is a great opening hand, searching for something good. We see 2 Gum Gum Giants, so thinking about taking the Nami, and then I do remember I can't take Nami. I'm learning, guys. This is why we do what we do here. But I do decide to take the Gum Gum Giant and pass turn. Overall, I honestly like sticking with one deck consistently and reading what you guys are telling me I feel like I have become such a better Green Purple Luffy player. But my opponent swings 7. We're going to take him. We get the Zoro Juro. That's honestly kind of what we needed. We're going to be going to 4 Dawn here. Perfect turn to play the Zoro Juro. We're going to start with a 5 at lead, though. See if we can get leader ability or see if we can get a swing. Yep, they are just going to go ahead and take that. We're going to go ahead and play down the 4 for Zoro, grabbing a purple character. Gonna grab the 2K Sanji. Obviously, you grab the shiniest card in the search. That's what I've learned. And Sanji, definitely the shiniest card in the search. So, gonna go ahead and, I believe, pass turn there. I think we might be getting some Dawn or some things. Maybe some dice, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn. Green Purple Luffy has been really fun. I tried to get into the online regional that was yesterday, and I was not able to get in. We're going to try again next week, but it's going to be my best friend's birthday, then it's going to be my birthday, so I might not have a lot of weekends free here, but the new Jinbei is going to come down. I believe it. I'm going to try my best to remember to post a picture there. Searches a Warlord, and Kuma is a Warlord, which is crazy to think about, honestly. But he is going to go ahead and grab that and swing a 6 at lead. This could be an easy 2K, but as I've mentioned a couple of times, my brain just says take the shiniest card from the list. Also, I just realized I didn't figure out that Nami searcher. That's like the best thing about that Nami searcher. Getting that off a trigger is so good. So interesting choice there. I don't think I really thought about it. I think I was like, my turn, time to get to my turn. But we are going to go ahead, leader ability, get 4 Act Dawn, become a 6K leader. We got the buggy because I can't get my dice out, apparently. I'm going to go ahead, tap 1 to play stage, draw a card. I think we'll probably activate stage to save not save, but protect Sanji and Pudding. Definitely should have done this first. If they get something like if they're running something like a Nami, or Nami's the only thing I can think of right now, but I know there's other things that can pop a 5 off of the Nami. We are going to go ahead, tap 1 to search some more. They do give me the 1K off of that. Might have been a leader ability there. Not sure. I think it is a 1K. We are going to buff the Sanji and Pudding and pass turn with 2 Dawn up. One thing I think I need to, now that I'm kind of feeling like I understand the deck, one thing I need to do is I need to start kind of learning the matchups for the deck. I think that's the next thing I need to learn. And as much as I love Blue Purple Luffy, I do feel like Green Purple Luffy, the consistency in this deck is something that I really need. So yeah, I think Green Purple Luffy is our current deck until Ace comes out. Then I'm going to be a filthy Ace player. I'm so sorry, guys. We're looking at some Union Arena cards. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that game's fun. That game is so much. I'm getting back into Union Arena. It is a fun, casual game. This is my sweaty game. That is my casual game. Speaking of sweaty, my opponent is gonna go ahead, play down Akuma, going back to 4 life, swinging 6 at lead. I'm gonna give him 1 with that Nami. I think that's okay. I honestly feel like maybe giving him a 2K there would have been better. I like that Nami. I want to be able to search with that Nami, and maybe that's greedy. Oh, well, we do have I believe the Luffy Taro into Zorojuro for this turn here, so not the worst thing possible, not the worst thing to happen to us. And we do have a decent amount of events. One thing I will say about this deck that I'm noticing is I feel like I have either like a lot of like a good spread of characters, counter, etc, etc, or I just have all 2K counters, and I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at shuffling. But we are going to play the Luffy Taro into the Zorojuro. Unfortunately, we don't have another Sanji and Pudding. Searching the top 5. Let's see if I remember that I can only grab purple cards. I know this now, but this is Connor from the past. This Connor is an idiot. So, torn between grabbing the 0 cost or the Uso Hachi, I believe. Not really feeling like I want the, what is that? The Luffy, the 6 cost Luffy. I think I have one in my hand. Trying to decide. I think I am torn between grabbing a green card. Shame this man. I know now that I can only grab purple cards off of Zorojuro, and Luffy Taro can only play purple cards. So, should have grabbed the Uso Hachi. I don't think I play him down as a blocker. A majority of the time I use that card as a 2K more than anything. I feel like I rarely play him down, but who knows? We're going to go ahead, buff the Sanji and Pudding. Leader ability, become a 6K. We're going to start with that 6K swing. Get a card out of hand for leader ability. That is a Boa, I believe. It looks like a Boa from where I'm sitting. Going to swing 7. See if he takes. He will take. He is going to... Oh, yep, pop the Zorojuro that we just played, so... And it looks like we go ahead and pass turn. We could have swung the Sanji Pudding, but I think we... I guess we didn't... We probably wanted to stay... Make it harder for them to remove, probably. That's my thought, since there's only one of them. And I know that he... Well, most of the time Nami doesn't play things that can remove like a 7 cost. But 5s are really easy for Nami to remove, so... And if they want to bounce Zorojuro back to my hand, that is fine with me. They're going to go ahead and swing the 6, I believe, with Jinbei. And thinking about what we want to do, we are kind of in that spot where... Yeah, I do end up giving a 2K for a 6K swing, which doesn't feel good. I feel like I have nothing but 2Ks or counter events in my hand. Gonna see a 6 from lead coming out, and I think we are gonna go ahead, give them a 2K, trying to figure out which 2K we want to give them. Yeah, 6 at lead. 8 at lead is going to get a Demon Aura. Okay. Yeah, we are kind of low in Dawn. I don't really feel like playing the Gum Gum Giant, but the Boa, the Manga Boa, my opponent flexing on me, Manga Boa is going to come down and stun the Luffy Taro. Unfortunately, Luffy Taro does not count as the Luffy, so it can get stunned, which is, if you ask me, that's baloney, but, you know, do what we can here. So, top 3, seeing 2 Sanji and Puddings in the top 3 always feels so bad. And honestly, in any search, seeing 2 Sanji and Puddings feels so bad. Go to tap 5 to play the Sanji and Pudding, getting another stage. Feeling pretty okay there. We're going to buff the Sanji and Pudding. Tap 1 to play another stage to buff the second Sanji and Pudding and draw. Leader ability. Why did I put the stage in the trash? I think I might just be going too fast. I don't think I have another stage in my hand. No, I don't. Okay, so stage should be on board. I realized I did that during the last tournament I played too. I was like, oh wait, where's my stage? Looking at the top 5, we are going to grab a Gum Gum Giant. I think that's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but we're going to go ahead, swing 6 at Jinbei, see if we can clear the Jinbei, and just visually trying to see who can swing, who can't swing. We'll go ahead, swing, thinking about swinging these 7, but we will go ahead, poke 6, give them the ability to leader ability first before we swing 7, because that's going to get a card out of hand at the very least, and I can keep 3 Dawn up. So 6 will get a card for leader ability. Yep, there is the 2K, and then we are gonna go ahead and, oh good, I remembered to grab my stage out of life. Getting a trigger, going to play Sables to bounce the Luffy, the Sanji I'm putting back to my hand, which is, that's fine with me, because I get to draw off of playing it. It's not, obviously it's not the greatest thing, but there are worse things to happen to Sanji. I'm putting off the trigger, so gonna go ahead, see what my opponent wants to do. Their board is a little scary, definitely. They have this oops all Boa build of Bonnie, or not Bonnie, excuse me, that's Nami. Getting another Sanji putting off of life. Gonna go ahead, swing 8 with Kuma, and we are gonna go ahead and give them the Gum Gum Giant, trashing, not Demon Aura, I think, oh, we are gonna trash Demon Aura. I think keeping Demon Aura probably would have been a good plan as well. Looks like they're thinking about swinging 9. I think Bo was 9. Oh, 10 even. And trying to figure out what I want to do. I think that's... Is that another Gum Gum Giant? Yeah. I don't think so. We are going to go ahead and take it. Getting this 6-cost Luffy. A little risky, I think, to take that 10 from Boa. Another Kuma comes down, though. Really frustrating to try and heal through the Kuma spam lately. Gonna draw into a Zoro-Juro, so we'll be able to search, but we have 2 Sanji and Puddings in hand. I don't really think we need to search anything, really. A little too low to comfortably play another one, so we draw off the Sanji Pudding, getting a 2K, which is great. Making some room on our board here. Trying to decide what the play is. I think our play is definitely play the when you're at sea you fight pirates, but yeah, we are gonna leader ability. I think that's a good call there. Leader ability, getting 2 Dawn, getting 2 more Dawn, becoming a 6K leader. Now we have a lot of Dawn to play with. We could, I'm trying to see how much Dawn we have. I can't, 4, 5, 6, I think. We could play the Zoro-Juro, but I'm going to have Luffy go 10 at the Boa. Just try and get rid of that body. See if we can. Gonna get 2K, 2 2Ks out of hand. I will honestly take that. Swinging 8 into Boa, I believe that's another 2K. Yeah, I don't hate that at all, really. Gonna swing 6 at lead. He'll take that. He's pretty down on cards now. Another 6 at lead. 3 Dawn up. Gonna see if we get a, looks like a 2K there. And passing turn. I don't know if swinging into the or not the Kuma, excuse me. Swinging into the Boa that aggressively was a correct play, but that's what we did. So definitely feeling a little nervous on this turn here. I feel like there is, I don't want to say a good chance, because we do have Giants in hand. Of course, if he has a Pudding, we might be cooked, which lately Pudding has just been ruining my life, but I feel like there's a chance that we could lose here. And once again, this is in the finals of my tournament, and I lost last week to the finals, in the finals to the same player, so I'm like, Please, God, no. I don't want to do this again. So we do go ahead and give him the 0 cost with the when you're at sea, you fight against pirates to get out of that 8k Kuma swing. Another 8k Kuma swing. We are going to give 2k, needing one more k there. Another 2k. So the Zoro I grabbed off of the Zoro Juro search ended up being a 2k. I'm going to... I will never grab a green card off of Zoro Juro. I will never play a green card off of Luffy Taro. As I've said, this is why I do post commentary on my videos. I want to learn. I read all the comments. I may not always respond to your comments, but I read them all. I'm very... I don't want to say desperately, but I do want to get better at this game. I really love the One Piece trading card game, and I grew up playing sports, so I like being competitive. I want to be a competitive-esque-ish player. I don't want to be nothing but competitive. I think I do need a little bit of fun here, but yeah, just saying, a little side tangent there. I am gonna try and hold on to the 6 cost Luffy because I think that could be we have a pretty big board. If he doesn't swing in the board here, I think we are in a good spot to potentially go for game with that 6 cost Luffy. So he swings 6 with leader. I give him a 2k there. We do have 2 giants, 3 bricks, nothing but giants and bricks in our hand. So depending on what he does here, we haven't used the giants yet, which also could, like, I feel like it could be a downfall here, because I was countering out without using giant because I didn't want him to play pudding. But if he puddings at this point, I think it's probably just as hurtful, honestly. So I think it's okay that we countered out with everything but giant. And now we have Dawn up for if he does play pudding and we do get, you know, giant or demon aura. A good amount of Dawn up though. And potentially one more swing with Boa. Maybe even a Sengoku swing could come through. He is going to go ahead and swing 8, and we will show the giant. Going to go ahead and -2 Dawn there. Drawing into 2. We draw into another giant and another Luffy, so now he's got a choice where he could... Yeah, that's probably the better play. He could have loaded some Dawn on Sengoku and swung, but he does decide to Gravity Blade, which definitely hurts. I think that was definitely the right call on his part. Yeah, so now I think we're still in a spot where we need to go for game, but it's just a little bit of a less good spot. So 6 Dawn coming down. We're going to play Rush Luffy and see what we can do. Leader ability to minus that Dawn, restand to Dawn, and get 1 back active. Oh, I grabbed 2 back. Oh my god. Wow. I'm an asshole. So 7, I don't think it made too much of a difference, but of course, I could be lying. Fuck, guys, roast me, dude. I'm making mistakes left and right. But we do go ahead, swing 7 with lead. I think it would make it. I'm trying to do math in my head, and that's not working. I think... Would it have made a difference? I don't know at this point. He has 2 life. We have 4 Dawn. We should have 3 Dawn. Yeah, this is something that I've always thought that I've been very, like, aware of what I'm doing. So, he does end up... Okay, so he does end up countering out with the 2 cards left in his hand. So, we swing a 7 here. He is a 7k. He has to take. He has no cards in hand. Going down to 1. We go 8. Or are we going 9? Yeah, we go 8 here. I think if he needs a 2k. He ends up taking this. Going down to 0. I don't think it matters. He red rocks the Nami. Yeah, so getting the extra Dawn didn't matter, but I can't believe I did that. But yeah, we were able to sneak away with the win there. The 6-cost Luffy coming down at the perfect time. Yeah, unfortunate that his life was a red rock. Pretty unfortunate. But I definitely think that the Gravity Blade was a really solid play instead of swinging 7, 8, 9 with... Yeah, because if you swing 9 with Sengoku, that's a giant, and we had 2, so... and then he was definitely dead. So I think he made the right call. I think we played it relatively well. Of course, we had 2 big misplays, but since I've commentated on them and noticed them and shamed myself for them, I'm never going to do those again. That's why I do my post commentary. I mean, as I said, I'm learning from you. I'm learning from watching these games back. That's the whole reason I started the channel. And yeah. But hey, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
すぐに片付けますのでご安心を。おらー、これじゃあキリがねえ。麦わら